There's something out of this world about melting into the elegant interior of a Ferrari that sets off a roller coaster of emotions. Granted, these emotions might vary depending on how rich you are, for even the most wealthy still have mixed feelings when it comes to purchasing a Ferrari, because truth to be told, they are expensive. And there's no denying that these particular models are solely for those who money is an object to play with. Yes, Ferraris are worth more than the mega classic mansions we see in Hollywood, and you have to be audaciously wealthy and daring to splash the amount of money for some of the Ferraris on this list. On that note, we take a look at some of the most eye-watering models whose price tags move daringly into the multi-millions of dollars. Ferrari 250 GT SWB California. There are very few post-war automobiles that can command such attention and delirium when placed on auction, like the Ferrari 250 GT SWB California. Well, if you're one of the only 56 models made by Ferrari, what else would you expect? This lovely piece of engineering marvel was first manufactured in 1961, with only 16 of the 56 units crafted with open headlights, and that's not all. It was once the car of the elegant French actor Alain Delon, during his peak as one of the most handsome and influential male superstars in Europe. This particular beauty, owned by Delon, was actually discovered a few years back in a barn, and its current market price is worth a staggering $15 million. Makes you wonder, could your old barn be secretly holding such a fortune? Number 4. Ferrari 250 Testarossa. At the height of its power, when the word Ferrari was whispered on the lips of every racing enthusiast, throngs would flock in awe to view the spectacular Ferrari 250 Testarossa. Her timeless beauty glistened ceremoniously as she raced past the masses to inevitably clinch Ferrari numerous titles. Indeed, she was well known across the racing circuits of North and South America. Granted, she may have aged, but boy, did she age gracefully. Valued at well over $16 million, the Testarossa is a testament that old is truly gold. This spectacle of engineering genius was first introduced to the Ferrari fold during the golden era of racing in the late 1950s. And with more than 10 major sports car championships under her belt, it's no wonder grown men are obsessed with the Testarossa and would spend millions of dollars just to call her their own. Number 3. Ferrari 365P Berlinetta Tre Posti Speciale. On quite a number of occasions, the enigmatic Luigi Chinetti Jr. has admitted that unlike other Ferrari models his family engineered for dominating races, the Berlinetta Tre Posti Speciale was an expression of art. Crafted more like a sculpture of elegance rather than a machine for dominating races, it's no surprise that there are only 2 of its kind on the entire planet. Its aesthetic sway is not the only characteristic that captures your attention. Fitted with a Ferrari V12 mid-engine chassis with an aluminum body, the Tre Posti is no doubt the strongest Ferrari in the world. Unlike most of its Ferrari contemporaries, the Tre Posti is the only model to have a 3-seater design, which is a marvel in itself, considering how tough it was for the stubborn and proud Enzo to veer too far from his classic 2-seater design. So either he must have been possessed or extremely inspired. Either way, this is one particular must-have model for any Ferrari lover. Just be prepared to part with a whopping $23.5 million. The Ferrari 290mm Scaglietti Spider. With only 4 units of this precious model ever being made, it's no surprise that the 1956 Ferrari 290mm Scaglietti Spider is considered one of the most spectacular Formula One cars of all time. Designed for the legendary Juan Manuel Fangio, the exceptional Formula One racer of his time, this sports car had one of the most extensive runs and never recorded an accident until it ceased being used in 1964. As a relic with an exceptional history, it's no surprise that this Ferrari was once auctioned in 2016 for a whopping $28 million. In fact, the car is so special that the owner rarely uses it on the road. I mean, who would want to put a scratch on such an expensive multi-million-dollar car? The Ferrari 250 GTO. GTO. And finally, the most expensive Ferrari, hands down, is the Ferrari 250 GTO. But what warrants this to be such an exquisite car? Well, the fact that only 39 of its kind were constructed, and it was at one point the designated Ferrari car for racing during the 1962 season. In fact, many experts have marveled at the fact that the 250 GTO is no doubt the best Ferrari, let alone the most expensive one. With a maximum speed of 320 miles an hour, it was designed for high-octane races with the utmost versatility. The 250 GTO comes with a V12 engine that makes it possible to reach death-defying speeds. With such an ensemble, it's no surprise that the 250 GTO was last auctioned for a whopping $52 million. Nevertheless, we must not forget that vintage Ferraris are always increasing in value due to their rarity. In fact, it's very possible that some of the prices we have mentioned in this list will increase tenfold in a couple of years to come. You never know which billionaire will come prancing about just to snap up a classic Ferrari and add it to his resplendent car collection. Well, that's all the Ferraris I have for you today. Let me know in the comment section which one was your favorite. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. And as always, I'm Mr. Luxury. Pip pip to doodly doo.